Hi, I'm Alex Lemus, a student of accounting school in the UCV. Today I'm going to expose about the tax credit. Nowadays, in our country Peru, every single operation of transaction of wealth or service are subject to the general sales tax. As many parts of the world, we use the technical name as added value. This method additions the 80% of the total worth of any sales or buys. If any legal company keeps reproducing this economical action of sale and buy, we will have a consequent reaction called as tax credit. This word is a subject right that applies to every legal person or entity who is doing business in Peru. Every buy that we make will contribute to increase the IGB that we pay. Every sale that we make is charged with the IGB for the government, who is allowed legally to recollect it. So, when the end of any month arrives, the IGB that we pay for our buys must be discounted to the sales IGB that we receive. If we talk about tax credit, it has to be related with the buy transactions that we receive as a legal business. As much more buys, a higher tax credit received. Besides, to be an imposition for the government on tax normative, only have right total credit the acquisitions of goods, service, or contracts, constructions who fulfill these requirements. Number one, that are allowed as cost or expense for the company according to the income tax legislation. Number two, that are destined to operation for that tax will to be paid. Number three, if we have any digital or physical voucher of any buy of good or service or construction contracts, we must have the tax recorded separately. Number four, if the transaction is for an import well, we have to receive documents issued by Customs Office that accredit the tax payment. Number five, the receipt or documents must be issued at name and the RUC, the unique register of taxpayers, of the seller, because this might be corroborate with the data of our public system of taxes, named as SUNAT. With the end of every month, the buy transaction IGB must to be deducted from the sales IGB. As a result, we have an amount that will be the taxes that we should pay per month. When we have other types of transactions on the month that are not affected with IGB, as imported products or common sales or buys without IGB, the tax credit will be calculated with a different mathematical operation, who is the coefficient equal tax operation plus exportations, under taxes operations plus exportations plus not taxes operations. This value, assume we have the coefficient represented on a percentage, we multiplied it with the buys IGB, and this must be the tax credit of the month, to be discounted from the IGB sales. The tax credit has some adjustment. On the tax normative, the regulation of the general sales tax expressed that we must engage these legal indications. So, in order to prevent some misissue of the credit for part of taxpayers, our government imposed some settings generally on buy and sell transactions who involve fixed assets. The settings to the tax gross and the tax credit fits to the following provisions. According to the 26 and 27 articles of the decree, every adjustment must be carried out of the month when the rectifications, returns, or cancelations of the original transaction are produced. In case of bonification, if the acquirer receives the bonifications before emit the proof of payment, the acquirer should be deduced his credit tax according to the month where the proof payment was made. Number three, when we have the first sale of any property made by a construction company. Number four, in other case, when any contract could be celebrated, we must deduce the credit tax for the gross tax corresponding to the value of the taxes withdrawal deposits and return confirmatory deposits. Thank you very much.